working in England on the radar, the development of radar in England. And the radar was to do one thing, but Gabar was, he didn't have a degree, he didn't have a doctorate, but he was one of these child prodigies on magnetism. And so he took the English radar and modified it to look for cavities in the ground instead. And he succeeded in finding shadows and learning to interpret them. He showed this to Newton, and Newton financed the development of a device to do this that could be calibrated. By now I'm going to cadet school. He wanted to be a pilot too. His name was Llewellyn. And my mother wrote to our state senator and said that he had qualified for cadet training. And evidently the same sergeant program. I told her about that when mine went through. She got him in the program, and he started cadet school 1 month behind me. And my mother wrote the senator when he's getting ready to go and said, I only have 2 boys and they both want to be pilots, and one of them is finished the first primary training phase, ready to go to the second phase. The younger one's about to start the primary phase. Could you hold the oldest one back so the younger one can catch up so they go to get through together? That senator had enough clout to talk to Washington, to get Washington to hold me back for a class till my brother caught up to me, and then we went through together.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Graduated together.
And so then what happened after you graduated together? Where did
Well, I went to the fighter advanced training, and he went to bomber advanced training, and out of fighter advanced training I got to flight test school, and he went right into the bomber command, and by then the war had started and we were sending support to Europe, and he went over on one of the early deployments and was flying B-24s over Germany.
What did he relate to you, his experiences were like?
Well, he said that it was something that one couldn't imagine. He said that the assembled formations would have over 100 airplanes in them sometimes. And they would fly in a formation where a tight packed formation so that the guns of one airplane covered the blind spots on another airplane. So an attacking force was, when it came at a formation, he had nothing but bristling guns pointed at him. And they often shot down the attackers before they got in close enough to attack the bomber formation. He was on a bombing run on the 6th of June, the day of the initial landings on D-Day, over France, when his airplane got hit by something and exploded and blew a couple of them out. The rest, all of them, including him, seemed to have died in the airplane at the time.
Oh, he passed away on D-Day.
Yeah. Nothing was ever recovered. We never got anything back, but the stuff they took away from him before the mission. They'd make them empty their pockets and take their wallets before they started on a mission.
Where were you when you found out that your brother had passed?
I was D-Day, or at Mobile Bay Harbor.
And when did you find out about your brother?
About that time when we was getting the ship ready to go, but there was...
Did your mom call you, or did
the Catholic chaplain came to me, to my barracks, and told me, gave me the news.
What did he say? How did he approach you?
He said, I'm sorry to be the bearer of such bad news, but your brother was just lost his life in the landings at Normandy. His airplane blew up in the air, and only 2 people survived.
And how'd you take it?
Well, tears welled up in my eyes, and I sat there and couldn't think of anything for a while. And I went out and went for a long walk, and I just couldn't believe that he was gone. I couldn't believe that it could be that quick. We were building carriers at a furious pace, and somebody thought that the carriers were too mobile, that they needed a more fixed